how to dropship with Shopify. So in this video, I'll be guiding you on how to exactly start a Shopify dropshipping step by step. So I'll provide tutorials helping you find products to sell, building the store, apps that you might want to download for your Shopify store, domains, payments, marketing, and generating that first sale. So let's start. So first off, before we can go ahead and build our dropshipping store, we will need to understand what is dropshipping first. So what is dropshipping? Well, basically you sell products online without holding inventory, which is why dropshipping is one of the more popular e-com ways to start selling on Shopify, right? So customers buy from your store, right? The supplier that provides your product, right, will ship it directly to your customer. You don't have to worry about shipping or holding inventory. And it's a low startup cost, right? All you have to pay mostly is for Shopify, right? And maybe some of your time in doing ads as well, right? And then of course you don't need a warehouse or inventory again, just like at the start where I shared you don't need inventory to start your dropshipping store. So the pros: it's easy to start, low cost. You can run it from a laptop pretty much anywhere in the world as long as you have internet, right? Cons, right, is shipping times, right? Sometimes shipping times are delayed because you don't control the shipping, right? So maybe the supplier will take its time and ship it, whenever they can, right? It's competitive. It's really easy to start. So yes, you have a lot of competition because it's one of the easier businesses that you can start on Shopify. And you might need some marketing skills, right? Even if you don't do ads, you will need to do organic content, right? So like TikTok, Instagram Reels, right? So you will need to know how to get attention and get somebody to stop scrolling their feed and watch your clip and maybe even go ahead and buy from you. So creating a Shopify account. So to do this, all we need to do is go ahead and go to our Shopify. So if you still haven't signed up for Shopify, you might want to do that right now. You can click the link in the description below that says start Shopify, right? And you can sign up for free for 3 days, and then $1 for the first 3 months. So it'll be $1 for each of those 3 months, right? So it's a good deal. You might want to go ahead and just click the link in the description below to get started. So once you've created the account, right, it's gonna look something like this, right? And from here, you'll be able to, this will be your internal dashboard in Shopify. So here is where you're gonna do a lot of your, orders. You're gonna reply to customers. A lot of the things are gonna be done through here. All right. So once you've done that, you're gonna want to go ahead and go to products, right? So for this example, right, I'm just gonna delete these products, right? This was just a test account. So right now I don't have any products to sell, right? And if you're looking for products, right, to sell, then you're in luck because I have an app that you might want to go and check out. I'll have the link in the description below again, so you could check it out, right? So if I scroll down, here it is. So you're gonna want to use this app called DSERS, right? It's very simple, easy to use, right? And you'll be able to locate trending products and sell products directly to your Shopify store for pretty much almost for free, right? And of course, if you want to sell more products, then you will need to pay. So let me show you how it works. So I do have the app installed in my Shopify account right now. We go to apps. Here it is. And let's open the app. All right, so now that's open. I want to check something out here. Yeah. Okay. It's all connected, good. All right, so now that it's all connected, right? So this is how it's going to look like, right? When you open up DSR, right? Just want to confirm it's the same one, same store. Oh no, it's a different store. Okay. All right. So here DSR, right, has so much products that you could look for, right? So if you already done your product research, right, and you know what you want to sell, like maybe you scrolled on TikTok, right, you scrolled on Instagram Reel, and you found products that you want to sell, right? at the start you want to sell one category and one single product. Why? Because you don't want to get overwhelmed, right? And also you don't want to provide the customer overwhelmed, and also because you're not really well known yet, so you might want to just focus on one niche. So I'm going to focus on pet supplies for this video. So we're going to locate some pet supplies of what we could sell in our dropship store on Shopify. Alright, so we have some things. So we're going to just choose this one right here. So what we're going to do is very simple. It's just go ahead and add to import list. Okay, you don't need to download the Google Chrome, right? So it's already imported, it should be. So let's go back to the main menu and we should see it there. Import list. And it did not get added, so let's go back. Go back to pet supplies. Oh, there it goes, loading now. Okay, so we're gonna just choose something else. We're gonna choose these bowls. There we go. Add to import list. Sorry, I forgot to check this box. Okay, so now it should really be imported to bowls. Okay, my products. Well, import list, and there it is. There's the bowl. So now that we have it, you're gonna go ahead and just select it by checking this, and then just select push to store. You want to make sure you have it set up correctly. You just want to confirm all these things, right? From the K here, this one, and then you can confirm if you want to continue selling it out of stock, right? Set product status as draft, right? You want to just also publish to the online store, and then you can control where you want to show it as well, right? And we're gonna just push to store now, and we should have it loading now, right? So right now we're getting it pushed to our store. All right, cool. So now we should see it. So let's close these, and that's why I really like using DSR, right? Because it's so easy to use, and there it is. It's already added. So now all you need to do, right, is just make some changes, right? And of course it's gonna show media image file loads messed up there. So what we're gonna do is just clean this up a little bit and delete all these pictures, because I don't want to just have double pictures every single time. All right, here I would have new hot stainless pop print, and that's it, right? Because I don't want to do keyword stuffing, right? You want to keep it short, easy for the customer to read. And then I would generate a description for it. Right, and I would move this to the top here. Whoa. Paragraph. This is going to be, there we go. Okay, so we just want to keep it nice and clean, right? It's already published to our online store. We could confirm because it's toggled on here, so that's good. Right, and then we have our photos, and then you could customize the pricing, right, for every single one of them, right? Let's pretend that these are the prices I want to sell at, right? And that's it. And then you could just confirm that your search engine listing is good, which here is good. Shopify does a pretty good job of using description and the title, right? And I just want to confirm that the link is good. Yeah, the link is good. And we're gonna just click save. All right, so now that it is saved, we can go ahead now and go to our online store and start designing our store, which is the whole point, right? But before I do, Right, I do want to share with you, like if you're designing your like you find another store, Shopify store that you really like, and you want to know what products you're selling, what themes they're using, like and apps that they're using, right? Then you're gonna want to check out this app. I'll have the link in the description below, so you guys go check it out, right? And you can use this app to spy on other stores, right? So like you can see what products are winning, right? For them, maybe you find a store and you want to do drop shipping, but you don't know what to sell yet. Then this app will help you locate winning products, right, from other stores. And you can see, oh, okay, maybe I want to sell a backpack, right? Because you're seeing it is selling really well in this store, right? And you get like see what theme they're using, right? Maybe you like a theme style, how they planned it. You could also see all that information using this app. And again, I'll have the link in the description below, so you guys go check it out. Right. All right. So once you've done that, right, and we imported our products, right, we could go ahead and edit our theme, right? So let's go ahead and locate a theme that we want to use. So as you can see here, when you click online store, right, you're taken to the theme page, I guess I like to call it, and you'll see a lot of draft themes. So these are all themes that like I downloaded, and I can make changes to these, and it will not affect the main page here, right? So what we're gonna do now is either you can use the AI theme. I don't really like it too much yet, right? I just like using some of the themes that Shopify provides here. I'm gonna go to the theme store, right, and see if I can find any pet free themes, right? Pet. Oh, they don't have any paid ones, so we're gonna look at some free themes that maybe might look good for pets, right? And we're gonna just choose probably Dawn might be our best choice here, right? You can also go ahead and like you can preview how a theme's gonna look like, right? You can see view demo, and it will allow you to just, there we go, allow you to see how, you know, the theme looks, how it will react, right? You can just see if this is a theme that you might want to go and check out. So you know what, for this theme we're gonna just choose this theme. So we're gonna just try theme. All right, so now we added origin, right? So now it's under draft themes, right? And it should load up shortly. Maybe we could give it a refresh. There we go. And so as you can see, it's under draft theme, but if I click publish, right, it's gonna be moved to publish now. It's gonna be moved to the main theme, right? So now I could go ahead, and this will be the theme that everybody sees when they visit my store. All right, so handcraft products right here. So now that we have it, we're gonna just, you know, customize the store, right? And it's really simple. It might feel a little bit like, you know, threatening the theme editor, right? But it's actually very simple, right? You can click on the areas that you want to change. So like the header, right? You can change it here, right? You can play around with it where you want the logo, right? Maybe you want it middle left, right? The logo, and then maybe you want the menu to be, you know, once you selected it, to be a drop down menu or even a drawer. I like the drawer just because it's more minimalistic, right? So it's very simple, easy to navigate. If I want to edit this, just click on the text, right, and it will highlight the box, and I could go ahead and be like, you know, pull, right, and then from here we're gonna go ahead and add our product, right? So select here, and then this one right here, and boom, right, we have our product right here. We could go ahead and update the description, right? I'll just copy and paste it, or like ask, you know, Sidekick to do it. And then you could go ahead and just customize things. Maybe you don't want it to be too, you know, you almost deleted the video. So this, maybe you want to have testimonials, right? So we'll leave this here, we'll leave this here, right? Very simple. We don't want to do too much customization, right? And then like if you want to go see how the product is going to look, you could go ahead and click view details here, and it'll take you to the products page, right? So here's where you see all the images, right? And a lot more information about the product. And that's it. Very simple. You don't need to go too crazy when you're first starting out, right? Just make sure you click save, and we're good to go, right? And then from there, once you're happy with like the theme edit of your store, you go ahead and go to pages, right, to add important pages that you might want to have, right, like the about us page, and then contact us page, which you could just click add page right here, and then just make sure you select it visible, right? This will help you make sure that the page you'll be able to add it to the main menu, which you could go to content, go to menu, main menu, right, and then from here you'll be able to add those pages, right? So like frequently asked questions, pages. Oh, I don't have frequently asked questions here, so we'll just click that one, and then just there you go, save, right? So that's just something that you might want to take a look at when you're done editing your store, right? And again, at the start you only want to sell one product, right? You don't want to go too crazy when you're drop shipping. Many people like to add a lot of products like a general store, right? But like when you're starting out, you don't really have a following, you don't really have any customers yet, so you want to focus also on a niche, right? So I'm focusing only on dog bowls, right? So this is what I would just focus on for myself, right? So now that we've edited the theme, right, you're gonna have to download some apps for your theme, for your store, sorry. So some of the apps that I recommend you download, right, are the Facebook and Instagram app. If you have Instagram or Facebook, right, and you want to sell your products on it, you might need to take a look at this, right? And then the next thing is the inbox. Shopify Inbox is a free application that you get to download for your store to allow it to have a chat. So how this works is very simple, right? So as you can see here on the bottom right, I have now the chat feature turned on. So now if customers have, let's say, a question about return policy, right, they'll get a short message of a custom message I record that I created, right? And so also they can also write to me, and I'll get it as an email, right, as well, so that I can reply to the customer too. So there's just a great way just to answer any questions that customers might have, or to reach out to you if they have any other questions, right, that you might not have added there. Other apps that you might want to go and check out, right, is if I click here, all recommended apps, is the review app. So you're going to want to have a review app, and if you have already reviews to collect it, right, and you want to add it to your store, then you want to this one's not affiliate with me, but it's a popular review app that you might want to have, and they have a free option too, or they have paid ones as well for more features, right? You could do Judge Me, right, and add your reviews to your Shopify store, which is a popular app, right? They won awards, so it's an app that you might want to go check out. Next is you want to look at sticky add to cart upsells, right? So sometimes but this is only good for multiple products, so maybe for this one you don't want to have it because you're only selling one product, right? The next app is the Shopify messaging app, right? So it should be here somewhere. Here it is. This one, right? So this is a fantastic app that you might want to go and use. This will allow you to send emails to your customers. Let's say if they don't check out, right, you'll be able to send them an email, right? Or you just send them a weekly email sharing updates about your store, right, new products that you're selling, reviews of people leaving reviews of your product, right? All great things that you might want to go and add to your store. And then the other one is going to be Shopify Flow. So Shopify Flow allows you to send automations. So like if somebody doesn't complete a checkout, right, you'll be able to trigger an automation to send them an email with Shopify messaging, right? And so something you might want to take a look at. Downloading the app, of course, is free, and it already comes with the pre-made templates. So all you need to do is customize a few things, right, and then just change things around so that it fits your brand, right? And then that's it. But you don't want to focus too much on apps, right, because it can slow down your store. So again, you don't want to focus on like Shopify Inbox, start the review apps, email and SMS, right? So Shopify messaging and Shopify Flow for the automations, right? So the next thing is domains, right? So you're gonna want to go to your domains, right? So you can do that by going to leave page, go to settings, right? Go to domains, and then from domains you'll be able to find and add a existing domain that you might have, or you can buy a new domain as well within Shopify. And one of the benefits by this is that you'll be able to that Shopify does all the connection for you, right? So once you buy it, it will be connected automatically to your store. You don't need to worry about doing some DNS records, going into logging into Hostinger, right? Let's say, and then copy and pasting some code or some of the DNS records, right, and from Shopify to Hostinger, right, to connect it, right. So one of the benefits that you could do when buying internally the domain within Shopify as well. And then the next thing we're gonna need to go set up, right, is Shopify payments. To do this, you can go to payments, and then here you'll have the option to set up Shopify payments. Now it depends on the country you're in, right? Sometimes in some countries Shopify payments is not available yet, so you will need to use another payment gateway, right, as well. If you want to use your own Stripe account, you can only do it if Shopify payments is not supported in your country, or if you get suspended from Shopify payments, right? Then you can enter your Stripe payment account and connect your own, right? You cannot use your own Stripe payment account if Shopify payments is available in your country, right? Because Shopify payments is pretty much uses Stripe as well, so that's why. And then you have the option to add additional payment methods, right? So if you want to set up PayPal to give your customers another option to pay, then you could go ahead and select PayPal as well. And then of course the next thing we're going to need to go ahead is to go ahead and do some shipping first. Before we forget the shipping, you want to go ahead and just review your shipping, just because right here, general profile, and as you can see here, right, I have the DSR. If you're using a third party like DSR, right, it'll do the connection automatically, so you don't need to worry about this, right? It'll handle it on its own. And then from here, as you can see, I don't have the US market set up, so I won't be able to send to customers in the US, or customers in the US won't be able to purchase anything from my store, right, because I only have the Canadian market set up, right? You can make these changes really easily in the markets page by going to markets. Did they remove it? Oh, they did remove it. Oh, well, no, location. Oh, no. Yeah, they did remove it. So it used to be here, markets. Don't worry, it's still here. Just go to markets right here. Right, and then you can add whatever country you want to sell to from here. And that's it on how to set up a Shopify dropshipping store, right? Of course, marketing, right? You want to focus, if you don't want to spend money on ads right now, you might want to go and start a TikTok page, right? Start posting consistently, right? Create videos every single day, like 2 to 3 videos, right, of the product that you're selling, right? You want to show the product. If you have the bowl, like let's say I'm selling the bowl, I would order one bowl for myself, right, and just make a ton of videos of it, like have my dog drinking out of the water bowl, right, me filling up the water into the water bowl, right, having different views of it, and just having my dog a lot on the reels, just to get the attention, right, of people. Or if I have the cash and you have the cash as well, right, I would do TikTok ads and Facebook ads automatically, just to get those first wins, right? Where you're generating sales, and use that money they generate to pay for more ads as well, and just keep growing like that, right? And so the only downsides that you have to do a lot of ads, like paid ads, like do 3-4 videos a week, of ads, and changing it up, because Facebook is testing a lot of ads, right? When you're uploading them, Facebook is just testing it, seeing which one hits, right? And then once you find the ones that hits, try to replicate those type of ads, right? You'll now be able to do a lot, like another 5 of those ads, and then again another one of those ads you're going to win again, you get replicated again, right? And just keep trying new ads. So yeah, again, the first sale is going to be a little bit hard. Like if you have a following, it might be easy with you could just push people to your site, right? But if you're having ads, I know Shopify merchants who have been paying ads for a long time, and sometimes they only get a sale for 2 or 3 months, right? It's just because maybe it's just the product is not something that people want, right? And that's really important. You have to find something that people want. You don't want to have one-off gadgets, those things that you find on TikTok, right? And then people get bored and you have to find another product to sell, right? That's not what you want. You want to sell products that people need every single day, right? So boring things, right? HVAC related equipment, right? Like filters, air filters, right? Might do that, right? So yeah, you just have to find good products to sell, and then your creatives have to be really good, right? That's really important. And so yeah, that's how you start, how you could do dropship on Shopify. If you have any questions, comment down below, and I'll be happy to help you out. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.